jump on into is Caitlin. So, dude, yesterday, do you know how many people you talked to?
Spoke to?
Yep. So you actually spoke to around 10 people. You were actually able to have decent conversations with, I'd say, about 5. That's our goal. That's our sweet spot. You did an amazing job from 5 to 7. You spoke to like 4 people. So nice job, dude. Nice job. You're a couple tweaks, and you're a 50 policy producer. I'm not kidding. Just a couple tweaks. I now can say in full confidence, not only can you hear everything without any issues, you're able to converse and build rapport. And I've got multiple examples, but I pulled the 3 that I like the most. So let's go ahead and look at Caitlin, and we were coming in. Caitlin Mason, here we are. Can you hear this okay?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hi, this is Caitlin?
Yeah.
Hey, Caitlin, this is Shannon with Farmers Insurance. How are you doing this evening?
Good, how are you?
I can't complain. I don't want to see snow tomorrow, but...
Yeah.
See, you couldn't hear that before. You couldn't hear that before. And now you're conversing back and forth.
It's supposed to snow. Yep.
Oh, no.
Yeah, true story.
You hate listening to yourself as much as I hate listening to
Hey, Caitlin,
Yeah, they actually said it's nothing to do with your brain. Your brain actually cannot stand the way you sound because it's not coming out of your voice, and it seems wrong. So
I wanted to give you a call this evening. I was going through some notes. It looked like you spoke to someone in our organization about getting some auto insurance back in, I don't know, the beginning of last month. And I was really just wanting to follow up with you, see if you might still be looking. Are you still with Allstate?
Yeah, we're still with Allstate.
bam, nice job. So your intro, hands down, probably the best of anyone I listen to. So you're natural, it's smooth, it's an awesome and easy progression. Stick with that. You're about to come up on the tweak that I'm going to recommend.
Okay.
I still talk with my husband. Yeah.
Red flag. She said husband.
Right.
As soon as she said husband, you still get the rate out, but we need to immediately start writing down their information. Do you know why? Because what if it's cheaper and that's the name? This one, you already ran it?
Well, that one was pretty close to the end of the night. If you listen to the conversation, he does not have a license.
Nope, that was a different person.
Are you sure?
Yep, positive. That was Michelle. We'll finish this one. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Right. What kind of rate are they charging over there?
Okay, now hold on. I'm not arguing with you because that's on me. So who is this person?
This is Caitlin Mason, who you have an awesome rapport with.
Pull up the quote. Is there anything? Why the fuck would I not?
Robert Perry already pulled. Let's see if he ran it. So auto is 1,700. Let's see what Robert. Let's see if he ran it. Maybe you checked it during the time. Nope, Robert was not ran, but that's okay. That's an opportunity for us. I mean, you just talked to her yesterday. You had a good rapport with her. That is somebody we can do with what's honestly, it's called a win back or recovery call. I think comes in more competitive. She was at 1,700. See how much she's paying. 300.
With homeowners insurance combined, it's like 300.
And that's for the renters and the auto?
Yes.
And then is it just you on the policy, or is there's someone else on there too?
My husband, or my fiance.
Yeah, okay, I got you. Oh, well. Are you getting married soon?
Hopefully.
I love this. I mean, you do a good job with the report. I can see you feel more comfortable because you're asking questions you didn't ask before. You're doing the awesome rapport building that is there.
It was always purely because
You couldn't hear.
it was
I'm
one,
100% confident that's the case.
it was one less puddle to step in.
Yep. Well, that is no longer an issue. All right. So we're at 1,700. She's paying $300 a month now for that. We're gonna win it. Give me some. We're gonna win this one, bud. So right now she's at 5,150. So we'll go 5,100, but we'll have 100 here. She's got full coverage on this baby. Liability on the tribute, I presume. All right, we're cooking. Also, try to pull out what they do for a living. If we have an affinity here, and we get, if we have an affinity here, just to put into perspective, I'll put, let's say he's a teacher, okay? We have the affinity, we have the teacher discount. I mean, they say like 70% of people qualify for an affinity. If you dig hard enough, you'll find it. We're at 260. You and I both know we can have this at 280, and we double the coverage. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we doubled the bottom of the property damage coverage, and that's what we're going to talk about right here.
Well, congratulations. Did the COVID stuff mess up a
So as
possible
you're
wedding
going
date?
through this portion, I think you're doing the small talk because you need to do stuff behind the scenes. You're running numbers, you're tweaking with stuff, and that's fine. But what I want to do is I want to start digging into your coverage. So as soon as you get the coverage premium, say, okay, great. Tell me about your current coverage limits. Coverage limits. I have full coverage. No. Coverage limits. I mean, like the bodily injury limits that protect you in the event of a car crash. That's what I'm wanting to try to figure out. Oh, I don't know. I think I just did, the state minimum or slightly above that. Okay. All right. Well, that's a little concerning. Let's take a look. Let me look and see what you currently have. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you've already looked. You already know what you currently have. Okay. This is buying you time to work behind the scenes. All these things that I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. Well, my system is showing that you're at $50,000 in bodily injury per person, $100,000 for the entire accident, and then $50,000 in property damage. And Caitlin, I'm going to tell you why I don't like this coverage. The reason I don't like this coverage is we had a claim come through our doors, I'd say probably about 3 months ago. They were driving on 270. They ended up having a fender bender, but what happened was the vehicle in front of them kind of stopped abruptly. Our insured didn't have enough time to stop, rear-ended them, but the person that was ahead of them then got rear-ended. So it was a multi-vehicle incident. Now, 5,150 isn't bad for your one-off incidents, but if you have a multi-vehicle incident, you run out of property damage really quick. In this scenario, all the vehicles that were damaged added up to about $75,000 in property damage. Had our insured had your coverage, they would have been on the hook for $25,000. That's the kind of thing that can ruin a future. That's the kind of thing that could dampen trying to buy a house, anything along those lines. So I'm gonna make some changes to this and see what we can do. So right now I've got you at $50,000 in bodily injury per person, $100,000 for the entire accident, and $100,000 in property damage. I doubled the coverage. Now what I'm able to do is I'm able to come in with 500 comp, 500 collision on the Journey, liability on the Mazda, and with the renter's insurance and the auto insurance, we're at 280, and we doubled the coverage. Is that the kind of coverage and savings you're looking for? Whammo. Whammo. So, dude, everybody thinks that me and Jeremy have this magic button that we're able to come up with more competitive prices. No. We just know how to dig a little better. That's the only difference. Immediately when I heard that, I started kind of peeking. I was like, you know what? I think we're good on this. I started peeking, and that's how I kind of found it. So we're going to be able to do a redemption call with her. You can call her this evening, and Shannon, you can sell this. And not all, dude, that's $300 in premium a month. We'll be able to sell her at $300 a month. What she's paying now because we doubled the coverage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's our first one. Do you want to hear how this wraps up?
If you want me to.
Do you remember?
You've got a pretty good idea.
Basically, you said, well, we'll try to call you back later.
Right.
So what I want you to do is just call her back and say, hey, I was thinking about our conversation. A couple things that I thought of. One, I was able to rerun some numbers, and I'm able to save you some money. But one of those coverages I don't like. I don't like the property damage you currently have. You have it at $50,000. I'm still going to be able to save you money, but I want to double that coverage. And give that example. Give an example. I had a claim come
Who is
across.
this again? This is Caitlin.
This is Caitlin Mason, Mason.
How K-A-T-E?
No, this one's Kaitlyn. That is safe for you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next call, Michelle Boyd. I think we have an option on this one too. Now this is the one that was late in the evening that the spouse,
This is the guy with no driver's license.
this is the guy with no driver's license. So I don't know if you pulled that or you knew that going into it. I didn't. I go into these blind, of course, as I'm looking.
Hi, is this Michelle?
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle, this is Shannon with Farmers Insurance. How are you doing this afternoon?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Hey, Michelle, I gave you a call this evening. It looks like you got online not too long ago to get a quote for some auto insurance. And I was wanting to follow up with you because I got in the system and it wasn't showing a vehicle in the system or that you had any insurance currently. And
I ended up going with AAA.
okay.
When you hear AAA, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Just that I'm not going to go pull the info.
Yep. Now, also think about this. The number they're about to give you doesn't reflect their monthly premium they pay to be a member with AAA. Can you buy AAA car insurance without being a member?
My guess is no, but I don't
No,
know that.
you can't.
Part of their monthly is their membership due.
No. The monthly, the $150 they give you, that's how much they're paying for car insurance. They're probably paying an additional $10 to $25 a month to be a member with AAA.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. Because you can be like, hey, we offer road service too, but we don't charge you an extra 10, 15, 20 bucks a month like you do with your membership to be with AAA. We don't have that. We give you excellent service without that fee. So she said 150, she's probably paying 175. All right. And I went in, I was trying to pull
And
this.
I already got a policy going. So I was just online trying to get some quotes. I had Fruit before, and I actually like AAA because they have the roadside assistance as well and all that. So, and it was only like.
So when they start talking about that, I always throw in, yeah, that roadside assistance, that's nice, isn't it? Talk it up, because we have it too.
Like $150 a month, pretty cheap.
All right. Well, I just want to check up with you. What vehicle did you end up getting that on? Because I had like a old Jeep in the system.
Yep, it's a Commander.
Commander on that one?
Yep.
And they're charging how much?
Well, it's like $150 a month, but I feel like the only reason why it was a little bit more for liability was because I had gotten in a car accident in like August, and
Right.
I wasn't issued a ticket or anything, but I was at fault. But before that, I hadn't had an accident in like 10 years.
Right.
So I feel like that's probably why my liability probably
You was quoting this through Bristol,
more
wasn't you?
than it should be. But
Was you quoting this through Bristol?
Yeah, they happen sometimes. What limits of liability did you get for?
Bam! I loved it. You did it on this one, but not the one before. What made you ask that?
Realizing I didn't ask for the one before. Thank you.
Really? Okay. All right.
The one. Every time I hang up the phone,
You start going over, oh, what
Yeah.
could I do? What could I do?
Yeah.
What could I do? Yeah, I get it.
hopefully the
Good
next,
salespeople do that.
hopefully the next one is better than the previous one.
Just keep in mind, all I'm trying to do is think of you as being Barry Bonds in his prime, where you can crush the ball, but right now you just can't hit it. So my job is to get you to hit it. Once you start making contact, you're going to drive the fucker over the wall. So I'm telling you, now that we got this hearing thing ironed out, dude, we're cooking with gasoline.
For your bodily injury and all that, do you know what that is?
I got just the minimum from the state of Missouri.
2550.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was that something you wanted to do, or is that something that they advised you on?
Well, no, I had the opportunity to get full coverage, but my car's paid off, and as of right now, it would just be better for me to go the cheaper route with the liability. So,
okay.
I ended up having to pay cash to get it fixed back when I wrecked it.
Oh boy, that's no fun.
Yeah, I know. So I just want to basically get full coverage so I don't have that issue again. But yeah, we'll see.
Was it? And the system's also showing a Landon.
Yeah, that's my husband. He's actually not on the policy because his license is revoked. I'm the only one that drives.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right to here. Maybe I can help you out. I don't know that I could get you a better rate, but I might like to take a swing at it if you're okay with that.
I don't mind.
I'm telling you, your rapport, you're fine. You're fine. We'll get this shit ironed out. You'll be cooking. We'll be cooking with
You ready for snow tomorrow?
Nope.
Me neither.
Okay, so in that 25, 50, 20, 25, you talked about 25, 50, a decent amount, but you missed the property damage. That right there is our greatest opportunity to double their coverage in regards to property damage. And it literally be like a $2 a month difference. So you can double that on everybody, knowing confidence that that should be your go-to to increase their coverage, property damage. Unless you feel that you can work with the increase in the bodily injury limits. At Bristol West, increasing the BI coverage is virtually impossible because it shoots up the rate.
Right.
Now, when we bring them over to farmers, home run all day long. That's easy to do. But a simple change, increase that 25,000 to 50,000. Give an example, hit a home run. Period. Because I think you still got this. Because it's cheaper. You know we're cheaper, right?
There was something I don't remember.
Well, let's finish it.
Okay.
Because you got some decent notes in here. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not. I'm in the Bristol area, so.
And you rent where you're at right now, correct?
Yeah.
That's right. You don't have a VIN. You need to get that VIN.
That's the one I couldn't validate it. So
Yeah, because you couldn't exclude land and you didn't know how.
And that's
I just did that.
That's what it was. I knew there was something that I didn't.
That's why I'm going through the steps. I'm like, where was the hang up? Let me figure out what the hang up was.
Looks like I'm coming. Let me do one more thing here real quick.
Okay.
Looks like she sounded like she just got home. But you see how she's not rushing out the phone? Because you got good rapport.
I just got home from work.
No problem. I understand. I got you. Why would this thing? I'm coming in without having your exact VIN number.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming in only at $127 a month.
Oh, really?
A little bit better than what you got now, I think, isn't it?
Right now is a prime example. It's beautiful. Love the closing statement. A lot better than what you got going right now, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I like asking questions like that because it makes them answer. You know what I mean? So, and just say, hey, also keep in mind, you don't have to have that monthly subscription that you have with them to be a member with us. We don't do that. Like reiterate that. I think Bristol West just went down, or our internet did. One of the two. Anyway.
What would you all charge for full coverage if I decided to go that way?
I like how you're talking about moving the needle.
Full coverage would probably move the needle pretty good, but let me see.
Yeah.
Yes, with the full coverage, it goes up to $230 a month.
Oh wow, that's like double the price.
Yeah, it's a pretty wide swing on that one, that's for
sure. So you did the right thing by pushing it that way.
Right.
Do you want me to?
So clean up the closing statement on this, and you're about to hear why.
Do you want to get going on the other one though? Just doing the liability with the lower payment?
Instead of kind of at that point, it was just kind of like a, do you wanna kind of thing.
Yeah,
you're just trying to get the damn thing over the plate.
Right.
I know what you're doing. Is that the kind of coverage and savings you're looking for? Make them answer.
Sure.
Well, I tell you what, Michelle, I'm happy to hear that. And the reason why is we're a full service agency. I'm going to take care of the cancellation of your current carrier. I'm going to do everything for you. The first thing I need from you is I need to get a copy of your current insurance card, because it's going to have the VIN on it. And it's also going to have the information I need to be able to process your cancellation. So if you don't mind, could you please send me a picture of your current insurance card? You can take a picture and text to this phone number. I'll be able to see it. And then I'll be able to figure out the VIN, call you back, go over the exact final numbers, and get this thing finished for you. Perfect.
And this is Michelle Brown.
And this is Michelle Boyd. Now, give her a call, get that info, get the VIN, and then I'll help you get that thing over the finish line. Okay? But you do a really good job. I mean, she's happy. She likes you. So, next call is Andrew Brown. Now, keep in mind, you had a bunch of other 1-minute calls to where you battled with people and they just, they weren't really digging in. If you get them on the line, you do a great job pulling out the price. Do that, but immediately verify information and dig into. Tell me about your current coverage limits. Coverage limits. What do you mean coverage limits? Your bodily injury limits. The thing that protects you in the event of a car crash. I don't know. 5,100, 150. Oh, okay. Well, that's the one item that protects your financial interest in the event of a car crash. So, when was the last time you spoke with your agent about your coverages? Or just when was the last time you spoke with your agent? Oh, it's been a while. Okay. Well, that's a little concerning because there might be some gaps or holes in your coverage that you don't even know are there. Let me pull what you currently have. All right? I see you with 5,150. And then bam, you immediately, why don't you like that coverage? Because I want to increase the coverage. And I'll be completely honest with you, Shannon. If they have 100,000, the only time you don't really have to increase their bodily injury or their property damage anymore is if they have 250. But at that point, you can find something else. You can. Why don't you have an umbrella? Why don't you have this? You know what I'm saying? You can always one up. All right. What we're trying to do is we're trying to make them realize they have no idea how much bodily injury coverage they have or property damage. We're trying to make them realize that they might like where they're at, but they have not talked to anybody in years. So is their agent doing a good job for them? No, they just haven't had an accident, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to deliver a product that's close or better at what they're paying now. And if it is, it should be a home run because it's better coverage. And then we have the closing statement. Last call.
Hello? Hi, is this Andrew?
Yeah, who's this?
Shannon with Farmers Insurance.
Hey, how are you?
And how are you doing today?
That goes a bunch of different ways, doesn't it? I pulled all your calls. All the times, I'd say maybe the second one. Who's this? Shannon with Farmers Insurance. Oh, hey, how are you? Everyone, what do you want? You know what I mean? But you maintain your composure. You do your thing.
There's really no other way to answer it, but it's
Shannon,
Hey, I want to give you a call today. It looks like you got online not too long ago to get
it's a test question for sure.
It is, isn't it?
The call's going to go really long from there, or it's over. There's no middle ground right there.
quote for some auto insurance.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
I was really just wanting to follow up with you on that, see if I can help you. Are you still with American National?
Yeah.
What are they charging you over there?
I want to say I'm paying like $130 a month for my autos, and I believe I'm like $1,800 on my home insurance.
Bam. Great job. Now you're going to do some other talking, but what I want to do is I want to verify their information. Okay, so with that, they have you with this car and this car and this car. You do that. You verify the 3 vehicles. Okay, but then dig into the coverage. All right, tell me about the coverages that they're giving you for that, for what they're charging. I have this or this or this. This guy seems like he might know it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but pull it out of there. And if he's got 100, 300, 100, what do you not like about that coverage?
The property damage.
Yep. And the simple scenario. The reason, let me tell you why I don't like that coverage, Andrew, is we had one of our insureds, they were driving down 270, 70, 64, whatever highway you want to pick. You pick it. Our insured was driving down the highway. The person in front of them stopped abruptly. Our insured didn't have enough time to stop, causing a multi-vehicle incident where that vehicle hit another vehicle, that hit another vehicle. Nobody died or anything, but because there were so many vehicles involved, the property damage ran out really, really quick. In this scenario, our insured had about $115,000 worth of damages to all the other vehicles the farmers ended up paying out. Now, had they had your current property damage limits, they would have been on the hook for $15,000. That's a lot of money. You know, that right there, that buys you a couple toys. You know what I mean? I mean, you could do something with $15,000. So I'm going to recommend $250,000, and I'm going to go over it with you. We should still be in really good shape. So keep going. Then you just start going, I'm going to recommend this, I'm going to recommend this, and then bam.
Okay, because I'm coming in at like $99 a month for the 2 vehicles. I've got a 20 Traverse. No, actually, we got 3 vehicles in there, don't we? Yeah, you got a 20 Traverse, a 99 half-ton Ram, and then looks like a 97 Camry. Still got all those?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. And you say, let me look on something here real quick. I want to go. Thank you. And was it American National P&C? I am not too familiar with them, actually.
American National, I'm not sure whatever might follow them. American National, I got a place out in St. Peter's. I've been with them for a year.
Okay.
So what's your thought process when you ask that? Why do you care about that? Are you just buying time?
Okay. Because what's fucking me over, as soon as he gave me the home quote,
You jumped into the home.
I jumped in the home, and that new 360 view, I'm still getting them wired up.
Yep.
And I don't think any pictures came up with this either. That's the one we had to go to Google on to get the pictures.
This morning.
Because all they had.
When we looked at it this morning. You and I?
This morning?
Didn't we look at this morning?
I don't think so.
Huh. All right. Go ahead.
One of us is crazy, and it could be me.
I was at your desk today,
Right.
looking at a 360 on a house that had a little bit of brick veneer in the front. The majority of the other house had siding. It was a 3-car garage. Is that this house?
That was yesterday.
That was yesterday? Because I'm crazy.
It could be me too. I'm starting to wonder if I'm having a
They all
stroke.
run together, buddy.
I'm with you. But that was that guy. That was that guy because we didn't have the pictures in 360. We had to go to Google, and that's when you said make sure you guys got the Google up.
Yep, the old Googler.
Because I sent all the information over to him.
Okay, you say you're at $1,800 for the year, right?
Yeah, somewhere right in there, I think.
Okay. See if I can come up with
I
something
think you
better for you
basically
here.
say you're going to call him back.
Right, and it is because like I said again, the 360.
Are you ready for the snow we're supposed to get tomorrow?
You do a good job
I'm
building
hearing
up
about
on
it, but I
the
just don't really want to believe it yet.
I'm right there.
I'm telling you. Shannon, you make just a little tweaks. You sell all 3 of these. No, I'm telling you, brother. You beat them on price on all 3. You beat them on coverage on all 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this. This is a prime example. Dude, I'm telling you, if I play this for Jeremy, he's going to say the same fucking thing. You did it, dude. You did it. You can hear. You got it. This is a job you can do. It's a job you can fucking crush. Now let's fix this. Let's iron it out. Let's take the advice and the changes I'm telling you and make a little improvements, and let's start hitting home runs. I'm telling you, you're there. Yeah, I'm full confidence.
Okay.
If you don't start talking about bodily injury coverage, and you don't start talking about property damage, and improving the covers and what they currently have, and sell on value and on price, we won't be there. But in this scenario, you win all three of these.
All right, so the first one I'm going to follow. So York.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about York. Yeah, you had like 4 calls with him, too.
He wants me. I have the timer running on my phone. He wanted me to call him back. He said he was very interested and wanted me to call him back. He was at the store. So that's something else I get. Fucking timer.
But we've been here for a minute. These coaching sessions,
Where's the fucking day going, man?
Well, anyway, we have our plan.
So, anyway, York. Now, he's the next big fish I want. Do I follow up on phone or do I text?
For York?
No, I got the old man figured out. York.
I think you got York. I think that's going to be a home run.
I'm hopeful with York, but I'm not counting anything. Brown.
That's a big fish.
Do I call him or do I text him? What do you
You call him. You got a good rapport. You got a good rapport. Call him when he's at home. What time did you call, bro?
It wasn't. It was still during work.
It was 3:30. You talked to him at 3:30. Yeah. So maybe you caught him. Maybe he drives for a living. I don't know.
Right.
But you hit a home run with him. But talk about that property damage and why you don't like it. Say, hey, I was thinking too. I was looking at your car insurance. I know we're blowing them out of the water, but I didn't tell you what I wanted to do with the property damage. I doubled that coverage that you had on the property damage, and the reason why is you give that scenario.
Well, so we've already emailed him.
Well, that's fine, but I'm telling you, say, hey, listen, this is what we said. But I was thinking,
okay,
I wanted to increase that property damage because the scenario, and it's only $2 more a month. Well, look, I'm gonna pull it up right now for you. All right, so we're on Boyd. Let's pull up Brown. Shannon, I was extremely excited when I pulled your calls. I got excited after Caitlin. I got thrilled after Michelle. I was jumping for fucking joy by the time I got done with Andy Brown.
Well,
I hope you feel that way too.
I do. I'm here right now, buddy. I'm fucking hurting.
I know you are, man.
And it's hard to.
Yeah, be happy.
Hard to be. Dude, something has fucking happened in the past couple of weeks. I limped around like a motherfucker at her walking over.
All right, so you're at one. You quoted him at 120, right? That's what you told him.
No, that we look under Ashley.
It's cheaper under the wife.
Yeah, under Ashley.
Super excited for you, dude.
Okay, thank you.
Oh yeah. Now check this out. We're at $99.90, right? Bam. Can you do that for $2? Give them $150,000 more in property damage coverage for $2. How much more value is that? Think about it like this. What if they ever have to fucking use it?
Right.
For $2, you did that. You protected them. See what I mean?
Yes, sir.
All right. Like you'd like to say, groovy cool.
Groovy cool, man. Groovy cool.
All right, buddy. You got your plan. Go sell it.
Anything else?
Nah, man. I'm literally gonna be doing this every day with you until we get you perfect. Like I said, take this to the bank. You're right, $20,000 this month. For the month of May.
Good fucking month.
Ready?
Look at this shit.
I know it's garbage, isn't it? Every day this week, I'm pulling every call. We're gonna get you there, bro.